last couple videos we went through making this part with the additive and subtractive modeling methods. In this last video we're going to go through how to make this part using a combination of both. Now there's a lot of ways that we can approach this part. The way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to make this back portion here one solid rectangle and then cut out this top portion, and then I'm going to come back and add this portion here on the front. So I'm going to minimize the photo. I'm going to go to create a new sketch, create it on this back plane, use the 2-point rectangle, and our overall width of the part is, overall height is 1.5. Hit the tab key, and the overall width is 2.25. Hit enter. Finish that sketch. I'm going to hit E on the keyboard for extrude. And I want the thickness of this part to be 0.75. And hit enter. Now I'm going to create another sketch on that front face. And I'm going to use the rectangle tool again. Top right hand corner, I'm going to click there and drag down to the left. And that square should be 0.75 by 0.75. Hit enter. Finish the sketch. Hit E for extrude. Select that feature. I can push that back. And the one thing you can do, instead of putting in the actual distance over here in the extrude panel, under extent, if you instead of distance select all, it's going to cut all the way through that. So now if you go back and edit the thickness of this later, it'll still cut all the way through and not just to 0.75. Hit enter. Then I'm going to create one more sketch on this front face. Once again, the rectangle tool from the bottom left corner, making that 0.75 by 0.75. Hitting enter. Finish the sketch. E for extrude. Click on that face. Go ahead and drag that out. And then I want that to be 0.75 inches of depth. Hit enter. Now if I pull my image up, we have now created the exact same part. And one thing to note is we've created this 3 different ways. There's probably hundreds of different ways we could have made this same part, maybe not that many, but definitely quite a few. And generally, your best methodology for making a part is going to be a combination of additive and subtractive. In this particular case, I don't think the combination was the most efficient, but in most cases with more complex parts, you're going to be using a combination of additive and subtractive modeling in order to make the component that you need to make. So go ahead and minimize this photo real quick, and I want to save this part as well. I'm still in my 1.2.2 folder, so I'm going to hit save. Call that 1.2.2, and I'll just call it additive and subtractive. And hit save. Now that part's saved in my folder, and I'm done with these 3 parts and going through the additive, subtractive, and then combination of additive and subtractive modeling methods.